Hey, RetconRaider here. Today's video is dedicated to AdriRaven and Sir Skelibate. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker, as we finally settle in to actually do some baroning for once. You'll notice that we're already back in Stag's Fall. I took care of the travel and the bookkeeping off screen. So at this point, we're well rested, we're resupplied, and all we really have to do is step out into the throne room and start taking care of business. We've still got about 120 days until the next major story event, so we've definitely got some time to kill. Let's get to it.
Great news, Your Grace. Magar Varn, Lord of Varnhold, wants to form an alliance with you and establish a trade route between your lands. Here is Lord Varn's letter. See for yourself. Most Honorable Baron Silverleaf, this is Magar Varn, the ruler of the neighboring city of Varnhold, writing. You might remember meeting me at the reception. Our encounter had a powerful effect on me. You are a brave warrior and a wise ruler, which is why I hope to enlist your support, and in the future, form a firm friendship. No matter whether the gods or the sword lords have contributed to us becoming neighbors, I believe that our alliance will be as steadfast as a rock. To signify the formation of our alliance, I invite you to visit Varnhold and see for yourself that my intentions are good. The city is still young, but we have a lot to show our guests. Our cellars are full of wine barrels and our storehouses of grain and cheese. It is easy to reach my city. The path to Varnhold lies in the east, past Lake Silverstep, and over the ridge of the Tors of Lebanese. Hard to get lost in these parts. Whether you accept my invitation or not, I ask of you one more thing. Consider building a route and developing trade between our lands. I am convinced that both of us would only benefit from this union. I anxiously await your visit. Respectfully yours, Baron Magar Varn. Magar Varn. Glad to hear he's doing okay. Though, we have no reason to suspect otherwise. I mean, I hear he's got a pretty fantastic general.
Why, would you look at that? Svetlana sent you a letter. It seems she's worried about old Bakken. The letter is very emotional. All right, I guess we will look into that as well. Thank you, Lindsay. Stop reading my mail. Oh, and, I guess that's it. Huh. I was really expecting there to be more events in the queue. Okay, well, let's sell off our latest batch of relics and see what kind of improvements we can make. Oh, let's have a look at that letter we got from Svetlana. A letter from Svetlana Levitin. Your Grace, I hope that matters of state in this land of ours are indeed all fine and well, and what troubles there are don't weigh too heavily upon your mind. I write to ask you to check our local herb doctor, Bakken. The poor old man is losing his mind. He spends all day and night stooped over his cauldron. He looks about to lash out at anyone, especially those he doesn't know. He even snarls at me and Oleg, which he'd never have let himself do before. Please,
Come and see him before the old codger loses his mind completely. May Erastil save him. We've no one to turn to but you. Hoping you come as soon as possible, I remain, very truly yours, Svetlana Levitin.
Well, we do want to take care of that, but it's not exactly convenient. That's a 3-day round trip, I think. We'll just take care of some other business first. I'm sure Bakken will be fine. There's our token reward for receiving that letter from Magar. And there's that trade agreement he sent us. +2 building points per week, 75 initial cost. So it would take 38 weeks to pay for itself. That's not bad. We'll get Jubilost on that once he's done with his current project. Oh, shoot, and it turns out that all of our advisors are otherwise occupied. Though Tristan will be done in 2 days. Okay, let's grab a few building points and we will work on Stag's Fall. Now, last time we were here, we started building the Mage Tower for the teleportation circle, and we moved the barracks. Why did we do that? Ah, right, because I want the synergy bonus with the jail and the fort. Right, we want to start stacking our secondary attributes for the kingdom, like, stability and espionage. Which means we also need a watchtower. Okay, now let's see where we can actually fit this stuff. Oh, okay. So it can only be placed like that, since we can't actually rotate structures. Might need to do some rearranging here. Bear with me for a moment. Just trying to work this out in my head. Alright, let's try this. Oh, no, not there. Get this out of the way. Slot the tavern next to the barracks. That nets us a +1 espionage and +1 economy. Smithy needs to go next to the shop. Brewery goes up in the corner. Just need to get it out of the way. And that clears space for the fort and the jail. Got a few points left over, so let's upgrade the temple while we're at it. We can always use more arcane and divine. And now we just wait on Tristan. Testimony of Loyalty. Success. The ceremony, which the counselor organized, was a success. The neighboring settlements sent elected messengers who brought an assortment of gifts. Lovely. The Wise Man. A promising magician and scientist has arrived in the region from abroad. He is looking for a quiet place where he won't be disturbed. The authorities may benefit from cooperation with him. Ah, but that's Tristan again. Oh, but we do have just enough time to rank Tristan up and then still have him take care of that opportunity. Yeah, let's do that. And there we go. A temple for the people. Disaster. The advisor failed to come to an agreement with the people and their priests about how the sanctuary should be constructed. Discussion between the parties ended in a quarrel. The pathetic squabble played out before the eyes of the larger population, who looked on with indignation. Many have stopped visiting the temples altogether. Well, thankfully that was an opportunity and not a problem, so no penalty. Strength in numbers. That's a permanent bonus to military opportunities. Research into the nature of curses. Davik Nettle. It appears that curses are a mysterious, little understood magical phenomenon. They can have devastating effects on their victims, but the source of their power is virtually unknown. Perhaps it would be well to keep an eye open for any other curses we might encounter. This research has increased our understanding of divine magic. Union with Restov, which nets us a significant boost to relations. Not too shabby. Okay, let's get Tristan on this opportunity and see what else we've got here. Mysterious Cult. A mysterious cult promoting idleness and debauchery has emerged in the region. This deprivation must be stopped. Troublemakers. Unknown troublemakers are spurring the people to rebel against their ruler. Grumblings of popular discontent can be heard in the capital. Advisors should either answer to the rabble-rousers or nip the rebellion in the bud. Let's just double-check who's ready to rank up here. Okay, yeah, we'll have Cassiel handle it. And since this is an actual problem, I guess we'll burn off a crisis point. The counselor and Lindsay are waiting for an audience. And the counselor is awaiting us in the throne room. There is a look of determination on Tristian's face. I bring bad news from your subjects. Today, one of our citizens stopped me in the street and asked me to tell you something of import. Tristian ponders a while, as if he doesn't dare continue. You see, one of the traders, who today sells imported specialties in the capital, has not always led an honest life. Under the Stag Lord, he helped the bandits sell stolen goods, for a percentage, of course. This scoundrel was far from the fort on the day you struck the decisive blow against the Stag Lord and his band, and today he continues trading in plain view of those who he recently helped rob. I never rush to judgment, but you must at least arrest this merchant, to question him and give him a chance to repent. Think of those who see him in the street every day, walking free and unpunished for his crimes. The people appeal to you for justice, Baron. Sure, I suppose that's a fair request. Arrest that shifty merchant immediately. He'll answer for selling stolen goods, even if it happened before my time. I shall order that this merchant be detained. Of course, we will fully investigate all these rumors and get to the truth before we judge him. Alright, slight hit to the economy, but that's easy enough to fix. Yeah, I'd say that was worth it. Bad news, Your Grace. There is a thief within your close circle. A significant shortage has been discovered within the treasure. An investigation is already underway. The guilty party will soon be brought before you for judgment. I think I might know something about this, shocking, most shocking event. Can we discuss it one-on-one, maybe? I'll wait for you at the inn after council. Without waiting for your reply, Lindsay runs out of the throne room. Cassile stares after the bard, surprised. I'd have never imagined she would find herself connected to such a crime. I don't know, Cassile. She is chaotic. Easier to ask forgiveness. A scandal at the court. A large sum is missing from the treasury. The best minds in the kingdom ran their feet off searching for the villain who would embezzle state funds. But don't be too quick to judge, dear reader. Who knows? This mysterious rogue may have been guided not by greed, but by some higher considerations. Well, at least we can rest assured that, Lindsay is not good at lying. Let's wrap this up and, we'll go have a chat with her. Minus 30 building points. Okay, so that really just offset the bonus we got from Tristian's event. Convenient timing, at least. Love of the People. 10% discount on buildings that grant loyalty bonuses. Nothing groundbreaking, but yeah, I could see that being useful. Okay, let's get Jubilost on that new trade contract. The sooner we get that started, the sooner it'll turn a net profit. And I would like to do this one too, but I guess that has to be a lower priority for now. Alright, let's go wrangle our bard. Lindsay shuffles around nervously, fidgeting with a quill in her hands. She turns bright red. Well, about the embezzlement. I mean, Calm down, Lindsay. Everything is fine. What is it you want to tell me? Lindsay takes a deep breath. Well, it was me, but I can explain. You see, I've always dreamed of owning my own printing house, so I could print whatever books I want. And then I found out there was a printing press being sold for cheap in Brevoy, and, well, I just couldn't resist. Oh, Lindsay. Well, can't say I'm happy, but there's not much benefit to being mean either. All right, you can open your publishing house. But no more surprises. Thank you. You have my word. It won't happen again. There is one other problem, though. The press should have been delivered by now, but it hasn't shown up. I'm afraid that with our roads and the seeming menagerie that roams them, it might end up vanishing into thin air. Can we maybe go check on it, see if anything's happened? It was supposed to be coming across the old road through the gnarl marches. All right, let's go find your press. It's already been paid for, after all. Yes. Just don't leave without me. I think we actually get a free building if we do this quest, so... Yeah, let's grab some supplies, we'll pop out to the gnarl marches, and then we'll see if we can wrap things up with a little more kingdom stuff. All right, let's do this. Okay, so where are we headed? Swamp Witch's Hut. Simple enough. That'll be about a 3-day round trip.
Time to search for the spot to rest.
Come on, guys. All right, let's get some rest before we head in there.
Who is this storyteller, I wonder? He's weird. An elf, but looks old. And he's blind. and he doesn't like to share stories. What a miser. So, who is he? The oldest elf on whole Galarian? Or an enchanted prince of Kyonin? Oh, maybe he's a god suffering a memory loss. I'm so excited, I won't be able to sleep tonight. Damn it.
Well, I think it's safe to say that that is our missing wagon. Let's toss up some buffs and go check it out. How did you fools manage to lose the horses? We supposed to carry these boxes ourselves? What even are these iron things, and why the hells do we need them? That's them, Lindsay whispers, pointing at the bandits. Caught red-handed. We'll show them what happens when you take someone else's things without... We'll teach them a lesson. These iron things will get us rich, blockhead. It's an alchemical transmutator. I've seen them in Ustalov. We just assemble it, turn it on, and it turns rocks into gold all on its own. Don't just stand there. Get in the harness. You're sure about this, then? All right, let's see if we can even get this wagon to move. We could probably scare these guys off, but I think we're about done coddling bandits. Pretty sure they murdered the wagon crew anyway. Look, it's that scumbag who took down the Stag Lord. And no army to be seen. Oh, good. I guess I don't have to feel bad about this after all. Lucky day. Get him, everyone. If we take out the Baron, we can be barons ourselves. Thrash the Baron scum!
Finish them quick!
Really need to get these taskbars back in order. No, I forgot something. Wow, they are really piling on there. Okay, that wasn't too bad.
Anything is possible.
Oh, sorry. Was lost in thought. Adrition Turinos.
After inspecting all the boxes in the wagon, Lindsay barely restrains herself from kissing the mechanism inside. The press, safe and sound, just needs some assembly. Yay! I can't believe it. My own publishing house. I have so many ideas, so many plans. I don't know where to begin. What do you think I should print first? I don't know, Lindsay. What would you like to print? I don't know. That's why I asked you. I mean, it's more than just a business decision, right? It's, well, a choice. A first step. It's not like my whole career will depend on one book, but I'll always think back on it. Remember when you finally got your own printing press, Lindsay? What was your first printing again? And I don't want to be ashamed of my answer. Well, if you put it that way, then choose something beautiful. A book you wouldn't be ashamed to have your teacher read. Lindsay smiles at you warmly. It was teacher who showed me the beauty hidden in books. I think the best way to repay that kindness would be to do the same for others. Maybe that's really the main calling of a bard. Let's get to it. I'll send for horses to get this delivery the rest of the way to the capital. I guess that's it. Let's swing by the old beldame real quick, and then we'll get back to Stag's Fall. Potion cellar.
All according to plan.
I will say it is tempting to continue adventuring out here. But we really do need to actually manage our kingdom. Oh, okay. Alright, let's hedge our bets here.
Ready for anything.
Hey, look there, everyone. I know that Borba. That's mighty and strong one. Came to Trobold. Killed many, many trolls. We had to run. This Borba killed King Hargulka. Easily, like smashing a hair. Strong Borba. Scary like fire. Run for your life.
Oh, okay. I guess we're doing this. Ah, they actually are trying to run away. Well, I suppose the most prudent course of action is to... go ahead and wipe them out. Yeah, I do feel slightly guilty about that, but, look at it this way. What would those trolls have done if they had encountered anyone other than a group of heavily armed adventurers? I mean, they even referred to us as Borba, which is the troll word for meat. I think we made the right choice here. Anyway, moving on. Oh, hold on. I guess we never got around to claiming this. Well, that is fortuitous.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Come on, Lindsay. We're like 20 feet from Stag's Fall. Okay, let's have a peek at that new printing house. Alright, we're a neutral good kingdom, so that means we'll get +4 community, +2 economy, and +2 culture. Plus some sort of synergy bonus if we also have a library. Okay, so that would give us an extra point of culture. And we could use those points of arcane and divine. Well, we can't afford a library right now, but we can at least temporarily put the printing house here. Though I do want to eventually have a park there instead. I guess we can go ahead and move the granary in advance, too. Yeah, I guess that works. Alright, no events in the queue, so let's take care of Valerie's level up. Or, rank up. Very nice. Troublemakers. Failure. The general failed to stop the rebellion in time. Victory was won, but at the loss of countless innocent lives. Well, it happens. The Wise Man. Triumph. The scientist accepted the advisor's offer to aid the barony. His work will surely promote the magical arts in these lands. Wow, +3 arcane. There's our trade agreement with Magar Varn. I definitely want to pay him a visit in the near future. Important essay published. Jubilost's handiwork, no doubt. Proposal for cooperation. 3 merchants from Absalom arrived in the region. They're ready to do business with the barony, if their conditions are met. The Howling Wolves. Wolves are breeding at a surprising rate. The local forests are full of the ravenous beasts, and there's not enough quarry to feed them all. The starving wolves howl at night to gather into packs and attack the villages. In the name of the law, a group of volunteers have arrived from Brevoy. They are looking to help bring order to these lands. Their people would make a welcome reinforcement for the guards, if they could be persuaded to join the ranks. Mysterious weed. A giant weed is taking over more and more farmland. Someone must persuade the peasants to start fighting this pest. Well, we certainly have our hands full. Let's see here. We're also getting Harem back in one day. Okay, Harem can handle the weeds, so we'll get Tristan on the volunteers. I'd actually like to rank up Jubilost, so let's see if we can keep him free. That's an opportunity, so we won't waste a crisis point on it. Cassil can deal with the wolves, and that we will spend a crisis point on. Okay, that actually worked out pretty nicely. Let's go have a look at this essay. Jod looks to be puzzled and amused at the same time. Your Grace, I brought you an extremely unusual message. It's, how should I put it? An essay on your barony, written by Jubilost Narthropple and published only recently. I thought you might like to see it for yourself. Jod hands you a magazine. Independence Magazine. Have you ever dreamed of becoming a baron? It's not that hard. All you have to do is go to the Stolen Lands, a tiny region located between Brevoy and the River Kingdoms, and a source of dispute for those two for many years. Miles and miles of woods, swamps, and infertile clay soils, infested with monsters and bandits. It's something like a white elephant. One can't hold it, but also can't give up on it and let the neighbor have it. For many years, the Restov Sword Lords have been promising a title to anyone who manages to bring some resemblance of order to this God's forsaken land. This is just the usual way rulers solve their problems. There are plenty of adventure seekers, and you can always find another naive, brave soul who'd gladly risk his or her life without prepayment. There were many who took the bait.
Their sun-bleached bones still litter the banks of muddy lakes and lie in piles under crooked trees. You can imagine how astonished I was then when someone managed the feat, breaking the antlers of a local kingpin called the Stag Lord and turning the bandits' fort into the capital of a new barony. Of course, I departed for these lands immediately to witness with my own eyes the one who managed to install control over the stolen lands. Let's be honest, the achievements of the new Baron are still quite moderate. My letter didn't get there in time. I hope the courier who had to deliver it is alive and well. Since no one could meet me, I decided to get to the capital on my own, which was a strategic mistake, for the road building in the barony functions even worse than its mailing service. I barely made my way through the mud and wind-fallen trees, just to narrowly escape drowning at the river ford. The only thing that kept me going was the anticipation of the joy the Baron would express when I told him about the marvelous scientific novelty called a bridge. Furthermore, a horde of hungry kobolds jumped out from the underbrush. But just when I was getting ready to kiss my life goodbye, the Baron himself emerged from the woods, fought off all the pests, and helped me to get to firm ground. As it turned out, the Baron has a strong justification for neglecting roads and bridges. While his capital is under construction, he lives on the road, and with the help of his companions, patrols the realm, dealing significant damage to the local ever-hungry fauna. May the plague take it. Trolls, boggards, will-o'-wisps, and giant spiders really impede the improvement of public services. I've offered the Baron my advice, and my active help. You can spit in the faces of those who claim Jubilost can only criticize. You can try out your luck as well. Though the title of ruler is already taken, the young barony offers plenty of vacancies, both for laborers and for sellswords. Just don't repeat the mistakes of your predecessors. Demand payment in advance. As for those of you who would prefer to learn about wild lands and dangerous adventures from the magazine pages, we'll meet in the next issue. Wow, okay. I've got to say, that was actually pretty positive for Jubilost. I was really expecting something more scathing. Oh, good. It's Shaynih'a. I greet you, O most worthy one. As decided, I have stepped upon the path of the Master Smith, as fated by the perfect human. Since a rare few in these lands appreciate the aesthetics of the Vudrani, I have decided that my gifts will be made for you. However, even though my feet may carry me swiftly to the top of the mountain of perfection, on this path I shall need the help of someone tactful and dependable. Someone such as you, O worthy one. If you are ready to aid me, come see me at my workshop, and I shall tell you of my need. Please, accept this fine item. It has been crafted according to the traditions of Vudrani craftsmanship. Even in the impossible kingdoms, possessing something so precious would inspire awe and envy. I thank you, Shaynih'a the Tulip. I would gladly relate a story from my homeland that inspired me to create this. But alas, due to another pressing matter, I must take my leave sooner than I would like. Oh no, really? That is a shame. Well, goodbye. At least you had the common sense to bribe us before asking for yet another favor. A +3 Agile Psi with bleeding damage and a luck bonus to initiative. Completely useless to us, but hey, that's 8,000 gold worth of building points. At any rate, between Jubilost's essay and Shaynih'a's unexpected visit, we're actually well past the 50-minute mark at this point, so, yeah. Let's hit the pause button for now, but we will pick up here next time.
as we continue with more casual kingdom management. It's a dirty job, but it is what we were essentially hired to do. Maybe we'll pay Magar a visit too. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Pathfinder Kingmaker, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, the official YouTube channel, the official Discord server, the official Facebook page, the official Twitter feed, the fan-run wikis, or the original crowdfunding campaign over on Kickstarter. Links are in the description.